has the Hokage role in getting a lot more attention in Boruto, anime and manga also. Let's rank Konoha's leaders from worst to the best. In one of the most recent episodes of Boruto anime, Mugino recalls how the third Hokage, Hiruzen Sarutobi, saved him and turned him from a child assassin into someone who wanted to be a hero in Konoha, reminding fans that just what these leaders stood for. Mugino, after all, was war orphan who accepted pain for his everyday life. He looked up to the mountains, inspired by the Hokage. It felt like hearing Naruto's own aspirations as a kid, as well as Konohamaru and Sarada's in the present, recalling their intentions to lead someday. And sure, while the Hokage of the Leaf Village have made numerous bad calls, they have also done a world of good in slowly uniting the ninja nations. With this in mind, let's rank them based on what they have accomplished thus far from worst to best. So without any further ado, let's start with our video. On the 7th number, the Hokage is Tobirama Senju. Tobirama is considered the worst Hokage, but not because of a lack of prowess in the field, but because he really sowed seeds of discord centuries ago. As a second Hokage, he inherited the title from his brother Hashirama, but Tobirama wasn't diplomatic at all. He was more aggressive, and this is what drove Madara over the edge and angered the Uchiha clan. Tobirama's action caused Madara to attack Hashirama after a civil war, with the first Hokage killing the villain. But when Tobirama got the mantle, Hashirama begged him not to alienate the Uchiha clan, which he sadly did anyway. He created the Academy Ninja Exam, Ambush, Black Ops Team and the Shadow Clan and Resurrection Jutsus. But Tobirama ultimately nullified the good deeds by making the Uchiha feel like they were just weapons. To sum up his personality, when Hashirama collected the tailed beasts, Tobirama wanted him to sell them rather than disburse them so each village would be protected. This is the kind of mindset he carried over and why he couldn't unite nations. Because of him, the likes of Sasuke, Danzo, Itachi and so many more ended up becoming soldiers that claimed many lives. Had he inculcated some of the Hashirama's warmth, Konoha wouldn't be as a scary place. On the 6th number, the Hokage is Hiruzen Sarutobi. Hiruzen as a Lord Third was a remarkable Hokage and nurturer for kids. It's why he tried to care for orphans like Sasuke, Naruto and Mugino, but ultimately he couldn't fix what Tobirama, his teacher, handed down. Hiruzen should have broken this cycle as he knew how child soldiers suffered as well as spurred nations on in war. And yet he still followed through on the concept, with the shinobi exam basically used as a mean to hone more weapons. He commissioned Itachi, Shisui to turn on Uchihas and wipe them out, which would have a trickle-down effect causing Orochimaru, Sasuke and the Akatsuki to kill many people. Hiruzen was a hypocrite, and when he gave his life against Orochimaru, his former student, he died as a hero though, just like Tobirama who sacrificed his life to save Hiruzen battalions. But Hiruzen still didn't stick to the initial plan. It's why Kakashi and the other seniors also grew up winging it, persisting with the idea of child soldier when it was something that Hashirama wanted them to eventually phase out when he died. Still, Hiruzen did begin planting seeds for the future to change, but he couldn't have done more of it himself in practice. On the 5th number, the Hokage is Lady Tsunade. Tsunade was Hashirama's granddaughter and got a mantle of the 5th Hokage when Hiruzen died. But what makes her so impressive on her own is her sense of diplomacy and decorum, which is odd as she didn't have the personality to begin with due to her drinking and gambling habits. Still, she understood the vision of the Senju family, especially Hashirama, and started to bridge the gap better when she assumed the role. Tsunade helped Naruto to form alliance to fight Kaguya and placed focus on medical ninjas, chakra and healing as she knew defense was just as important as offense. She inspired Sakura to do more better things and be more useful to the Naruto and Sasuke, which helped the teen fight alongside with Naruto and Sasuke to destroy the Rabbit Queen. Tsunade also made big sacrifices, even if they were unpopular, such as sending Jiraiya to his death against the Akatsuki to recover intel. Years later, Naruto even admitted that while he was angry about that decision in the past, she made the right call. Granny Tsunade definitely added a degree of compassion and empathy Konoha was missing for years, which deserves major kudos as she was rushed into the job and had weeks to adapt. On the 4th number, the Hokage is Hatake Kakashi. Kakashi is famous for being Naruto's mentor, yet someone who never wanted to lead. But it is just felt more natural for Tsunade to pass down the mantle of Lord Six to him after peace has been achieved. And honestly, Kakashi did a great job in honoring his teacher Minato by melding two worlds. Under him, science became an integral part of Konoha's evolution as the nation became more progressive and diplomatic with each other. Child soldiers still existed, but they weren't the first wave. With young shinobi of the time really being groomed to defense inside the village, Kakashi also mentored Sasuke as a ranger, perfecting the vision Tsunade had when she pardoned the Uchihas. And it worked wonders as Kakashi was like a father to him in his younger days. While he never admitted it, Kakashi was the Hokage who bridged the gap across many generations of shinobis. To the point he's still doing it so for the Boruto's crew even though he's supposedly in the retirement. It's all due to him losing his dad to suicide and giving up on his childhood to kill, eventually learning that family helps to make a happy shinobi. Naruto taught him that, changing him for the better, and he's since installed it into the Konoha's politics. On the third number, the Hokage is Minato Namikaze. Minato took on the role of 4th Hokage when Hiruzen retired, and he's definitely the most laid back of them all. But what really makes him stand out is his dedication in the field. Not only he did turn Kakashi into a legend, but he also had to help Konoha recover after Obito and Rin died and Madara attacked them using the Nine-Tail. Minato and his wife Kushina would sacrifice their lives, storing Kurama into Naruto that night he was born, saving the village and so many others. It's regarded as one of the biggest feats any ninja could have ever accomplished. So many so, in fact, the Hiruzen came back and as he realized there wasn't anyone ready to fill Minato's shoes. He was brave, composed, selfless and dedicated, uncovering details that proved the Uchiha, along with other mysterious forces, were working in the shadow again. Hiruzen did become warmer due to what Minato had done in office, but he had to kiss that dream goodbye as soon as he knew trouble was coming. It's sad because if Minato had lived on, peace would have been surely achieved earlier. On the second number, the Hokage is Hashirama Senju. When it comes to legends, the first Hokage is revered by all shinobi. Hashirama fought countless wars, yet always drove the dream of peace home. It's a shame no one else wanted it, making him someone clearly ahead of their time. What proves this was how he tempered Tobirama and tried to keep him in line, ensuring the village were all on equal pegging and wanted to coexist. He also had ample opportunities to kill Madara and the Uchihas, yet he kept trying to unite everyone, which resulted in Konoha forming. He even brokered temporary peace, but at last no one was on the same page. Hashirama embraced war and took thousands of lives as his bloodline and cells made him the most lethal soldier around, someone who could control the Nine-Tail with ease, and yet he never weaponized it, sealing it away instead, as he didn't even wanted his people becoming too powerful for fear they would oppress others after becoming corrupted by it. That's the kind of man he was, a paragon of virtue, and when the Kaguya War brought him back, we realized that he and Naruto had much in common, which is testamented by his loving nature. On the first number, of course, as we all know, the Hokage is Naruto Uzumaki. As the current Hokage, Lord 7th, Naruto has learned from the best. In fact, he's shifting Konoha into a technological wonder to achieve what Hashirama wanted all along. What's so special, however, is that the likes of Kakashi and Tsunade learns from him and trust everything he does, and because he was key cog in stopping Kaguya under Naruto's watch, there's even more peace within the alliance. But what makes him so unique isn't that he has Kurama and unlimited power within, it's his heart. He grew up as an orphan, only meeting his parents after they died in Kaguya War, and because of that he truly understands the meaning and importance of family. It's why he fought tooth and nail for those he cared for, even losing a hand to redeem Sasuke, and why he opened Konoha's borders. To him, it's all spreading the love, eradicating poverty by helping other regions advance financially and medically. Though it might not be flashy, he's really creating political change, fighting on paper rather than in the field. Seeing him sacrificing family time yet going all out for one abandoned kid like Kawaki says it all. Even in the field, we can't underestimate him as Kara and Ishiki did. as he proves in his new Baron mode. Still has a lot more secrets in battle left to unravel, and we can't wait to see it. That said, his loving attitude and caring disposition trump even Hashirama, which his son Boruto is now slowly beginning to appreciate. Who is your favorite Hokage out of these all 7 Hokages of Konoha? And leave a few reasons why you like a particular Hokage in specific. I would like to know about that. And if you enjoyed this video, just don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel because I post daily anime content about top 10 top 5 listings, anime reviews, recommendations, news, theories and all sort of anime content on daily basis. So if you enjoyed, please subscribe, and that was it, and I will see you in the next one. Sayonara.